what's up, everyone? How are
Hey,
you all doing this evening? I have to apologize. Last week was really crazy for me, and I forgot my days. So by the time EJ hit me up and was like, "Hey, we doing a show," I was like, "Oh." Yeah, no, we're not doing this show. So I do apologize. It was me. It wasn't him. He wasn't working. So so it was me. So I do apologize to everyone that was looking for a show, but we did not produce a show on last week. So with that being said, I'm gonna start it off because we ain't got shit to talk about tonight.
it's always something to talk about. It's always something to talk about. Always something to talk
But
about.
again,
We gonna
Erskine and I
freestyle now. We gonna
are
freestyle now.
we're dressed alike yet again. We both got on hoodies. So
Shout out to Camille Board in Atlanta, Georgia. Camille Board, Atlanta, Georgia. Camille Board, Atlanta,
and
Georgia. Check
actually, I need that. I need that hoodie. Actually, I need that.
my girl Camille Board in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah,
Yeah,
come from
go ahead and text me her information because I
I
need that
will.
hoodie.
I will.
All right, so my name is Nitra P. I reside where the money resides. Where the money resides. Where the money resides. No, actually, I reside in the DMV. I reside in the DMV. If you all that don't know what the DMV is, it is actually the District Washington District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia, Northern Virginia. That is because once you hit to a certain part in Virginia, you are no longer a part of the DMV. So all of you all that's in with Norfolk, Hampton, Virginia Beach, Richmond, Virginia, y'all not the DMV. So let me just put that
Break
out
it
there.
down. Break it down. Break
Let me
it
just put that out there. I like playing. Well, anyway, I am a jack of all trades, a master of some. I do say some because I have mastered some things that I trade in. I have over 20, ooh, almost 25 years in the IT world. I work for the Department of None of Your Business, so I am a that type of employee. But I do have two businesses. I own Lash Critic, and I also am about to launch my candle line, and my candle line is a scented thought. So you can follow me on IG at a scented thought and go ahead and register. Follow me,
down.
register, so we can get ready to get out these positive affirmations because I love positivity, positive affirmation, positive energy, and positive vibes. So I'm a mother of generational children. If you don't know what generational children are, those are children that were born in two separate generations. I have one daughter that's about to be 25. I have a 22-year-old, and I have a 14-year-old. And my little grandkids, yes, I have a grandkids that I affectionately call Nugget. He had a birthday on yesterday. So he is the big two. He is 2 years old as of yesterday. So we did a little cake and ice cream celebration for him today. And I'm just going to go ahead and kick it out over to EJ up in NY.
Oh, I'm on my LA tonight, y'all. I'm on my LA.
I see, I see, I see.
Got a lot of hats, y'all. Got a lot of hats.
I see.
I got a mad hat collection. When you got ball, you gotta do it. So
If
anyway,
you especially if your head is in shape right, but your head is shaped right. So
my head is okay.
Mama Donna did well with shaping that head.
Gotta keep your head up. So, hello everybody. This is your boy Erskine Alexander. I'm checking in from the great city of New York. I stay out in the suburbs. I'm a little bougie, but we still represent all the of New York City. I am a mental health clinician here, and I'm also proud to say I'm also a mental health clinician in Connecticut as well. So servicing clients, I've been a mental health clinician for over this year makes year 20. New York has been 22 years, and I'm also a proud husband of almost 16 years to that lovely Sabrina. And I'm also a proud dad of my lovely daughter Myra, going on 13. You said 13 years. Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I'm also an activist. I also be in the project Stop Him. Tells us stand to reach for life. And I'm currently filming the movie Be Familiar 2 that will be released sometime this summer. So I am like Nitra, a jack of all trades, but I enjoy doing what I do. And it's nothing like enjoying what you do. So that's something that I always pride myself on and I always keep smiling. smiling face. I'm also in that. I love to train in the gym, and I think that's good for the mental. I think that's good for the physical as well. So, with that being said, it's a pleasure that you all come into our homes and your homes. I'll come to your homes each and every Saturday. When we're not working, when we're not busy.
Right.
Thank you so much. So, anyways, tonight we don't have a particular topic, but we have
Mm-mm.
random thoughts. We have
Random
random thoughts.
thoughts. Random. Okay, and Sabrina must be talking to him. So,
Yeah, she said I sound muffled. She said I sound muffled, so I just want to make
oh,
sure. How do I sound with my viewers? I
you
don't know if
do
I need.
you do sound a little glitchy.
Do I need to move a little closer? How does that sound right there?
You sound like you're in the bathroom, but okay, I can hang with
Can you hear it?
it.
Oh, I apologize to our viewers if I sound a little muffled. I'm not trying to. So if I sound a little muffled, I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, that was girl making sure I stop.
Yeah, my hair is giving me life right now.
I see you, girl. I see you in your color coordinating. You know what? The one thing I want to say to our viewers, Deetra and I have never planned,
No,
what we're going to wear on the show.
except for
For
one time, our T-shirts.
our t-shirts. But for the last year, over a year, every time we do our podcast, we are fashionably color coordinated. And I think that's a great thing. And that goes to show you the chemistry that we have and the power of a tiger.
Not the power of the tiger.
The, the power of
I
the
was looking at my tongue.
tiger.
I'm drinking wine, so I was like, "Is my tongue turning?" No. Oh. Yeah, Sam is right. You are echoing.
I'm
Hey,
echoing it again.
Sam. That is our
Uh,
classmate.
95. I'm sorry,
Yes.
Sam. I don't know. I think it might be the mic. But it's okay. I mean, if you guys could just hear me okay, you roll the dice. I don't want you to take off your mic to uh because it might mess up with what you're saying on your end. But yeah. Because I used to have my headphones and it used to echo.
Mhm.
So but anyway, we'll make it work.
Anyway,
We're gonna make it work.
so let me tell you something interesting that happened to me on Wednesday. I want to say, yeah, Wednesday. So I have been getting random messages. Okay, so it's about my business. I've been getting random messages about my name on Instagram, asking me, is this my Instagram page with screenshots, right? And I'm like, no. So my business is named Lash Critic. Okay, it is trademarked. So I say that to say I have been getting old customers that prior to the pandemic that was coming to me asking me had I gotten a new page or if I had two pages. I said no, I only have one, and I haven't really updated it since the pandemic because I wasn't actively doing taking clients. Well, unbeknownst to me, somebody went and created a Lash Critic page, but they have another handle also. So the handle was like, I don't know, Lash Expert 2020, something like that. But if you look up, type in Lash Critic, my Instagram and her Instagram or his Instagram, I don't know the sex of the person, um, pops up. So I nicely go to the person and I'm like, hey, do you mind changing the handle to your Instagram page? And this is why, my business is copyright, it's a trademark name, and I don't want you know people getting confused on who I am if they're looking for me. This person flicks the fuck off and proceeds to tell me stop. Find something else to do with my time. And oh yeah, I screenshot. Find something else to do with my time. And I hadn't used my page in a year. And If I had any common sense, I would know that she's trademarked. First of all, person, I don't go looking for any of this stuff. It gets brought to me, okay? So I told her, hey, these are the reasons why you can't use this. And even though it's social media, and even if I did not update my Instagram page or Facebook page or any other page that I have, it is a trademark business. Therefore, that is copyright infringement. And therefore, I can sue you for using my name. But I'm asking you nicely to please change the handle. That's all I'm saying. Well, ma'am, you're trying to tell me that I need to find something better to do with my time because I haven't updated my page since March of 2020. Ma'am, you just created this page in March of 2020. You only got 6 pictures up, according to my hundreds of pictures of my work and my product line that I have. But if you want to know, my business is up and striving. I just haven't updated it because I'm not taking clients.
Well, that goes to show you. Well, you know
And
what?
then I
That
and
I'm
then
sorry.
I reported it to Instagram. Well, Instagram, if you're gonna say that they're copy trademark infringement, you have to show proof. And boy, did I have the proof. And I block hoes.
Well,
Because I'm not in that negative space. Like you are not gonna bring me into that negative space. I
yeah.
refuse to allow anybody. But what I was trying to educate the person on is you might like a name, that's cool. We cannot go out and use Coca-Cola as our handle on any that is copyright infringement. You just can't do certain things. So small businesses, big businesses, make sure you trademark your shit and make sure when you trademark your shit that you have it. Yes, it might be funny, but I can. Oh my God! Somebody just put the two people just put the laughing emoji up there. But let me tell you something. Small businesses, I don't care how smart you think you are. If you are trying to make your business work, all you need to do is trademark your business. Trademark your business. Trademark your business. Trademark your business. Trademark it.
Well, you
I
know
ain't
what?
with the
It's so
shits.
sad. It's so sad. This week, it was kind of along the same lines. My WhatsApp page was hacked. You know, I have no idea, no clue. So I work with a clinician in private practice here in New York City where we service clients and the clinicians. We all have a WhatsApp thing where we communicate with each other just to check in with each other, just hey, how you doing? Every now and then the secretary would send us some information if something is going on with the client or patient. And the strangest thing happened on Thursday. Um, Someone sent me an email, and I thought it was one of the clinicians saying, Erskine, can you help me out with it? So I said, sure, no problem. That sure, no problem. All of a sudden it went left, it went crazy, and I was blocked. I mean, I was kicked out of the WhatsApp, and I cannot I can't get back in. I have to wait a whole week before I can even try to log in again. Yep.
Oh my
So now
God.
I have to communicate primarily with my partner through, email, personal email, or phone call. But as far as saying good
Oh
morning and checking in like we
wow.
normally do, I got kicked out, booted out, hired away, and it happened to another clinician as well. But yeah, I don't know what was going on with WhatsApp this week, y'all. People
Negative
on the
energy.
negative,
Negative
and
energy.
I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you all and show you how negative impact is. I actually was in my feelings about it. Like I was not in the best mood on Friday, just knowing that that happened. Because it's like, well, why you got too much time on your hand to go around hacking people's pages? Like, give me a break.
Yay!
Like, come on, So I have to wait until next Thursday to see if I can log back on. But we all have a little check-in time. Therapists need therapists too, and we all check in with each other just to make sure we're all okay mentally. And unfortunately, I got to wait until next Thursday before I'm able to do that. Because when I try to log in, they say you want to make sure it's not fraudulent on my side.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You know,
Got it.
and you know. So you live, you learn. It's a lot of fake foolery going on out there, y'all. So
Mm-hmm.
just be careful. Just be careful. Because you got to really have some special talent to hack a WhatsApp page. I've never heard of that.
No, because ResHop is one of those apps that is encrypted.
Mm.
Yeah, it's encrypted, so it takes a lot to hack
That's,
WhatsApp.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was told. That's what I was told.
yeah, because it's
My man
encrypted
Edwin, he said that. He said,
information on there.
"Where you got going on?" But that's powerful stuff to hack the WhatsApp page. But
Yeah.
it's crazy. So
Mhm.
we're out of commission on WhatsApp. So all those that communicate with me on WhatsApp, we on a timeout. But you can always send me on email, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah. 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 Oh my gosh. So let's talk about this this interview real quick with Oprah and Harry. I don't know if I should call him Prince Harry. Is he the Duke or something? I'm not sure.
You know
He
what?
he's just Prince Harry to me,
Yeah.
and I don't mean any disrespect by it, but I don't know his new title once he got married to Megan. But I was shocked. Um, I was shocked to see a lot of people shocked that the royals treated her the way that they treated her, especially
Mm.
about the baby, about Archie. I was shocked because I'm trying to understand, well, what did you think was so shocking about that? Because they did not want him to marry her. That was number one.
Mhm.
Number two, I have always been a fan of Harry. Always, always. He's his mother's child. You know, and William is his father's child. But I've always been a fan of Harry. Like, Harry gives two fucks about what you think of him. He's gonna do what's right in whatever it is that he's doing. Oh, the Duke of Sussex. Thank you, Sam. Um, he's gonna do what's right for whatever. And I just love the way that he loved his wife so much that the royal stuff doesn't phase him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still gonna be good even if this all go away. I'm still gonna be good. And then I was a little disappointed on how um people was dragging Tyler Perry because he helped them also with a place to stay when they first came, and I'm like, okay, people were saying, "Oh well, you know, rich people helping rich people. That doesn't help anything." Tyler Perry has done things for poor people, and he does things for rich people. Tyler Perry has no economical scale on where he's going to help someone out. He doesn't always report it. Like, you find out things that he has done, like months and months later, that he's done certain things. I mean, there's a lot of celebrities that do things for people,
Yeah.
and we don't
Yeah.
find out about it. Like Jamie Foxx with Ed Sheeran, the white guy. He had him sleeping on his couch. You
Mhm.
know, before he made it, he saw something in him, and he let him come stay. Like, it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't even matter where your economical stance is on the totem pole. If you need help, you need help. Sometimes, for like Harry, he yes, he has money. Granted, we know he got money. He got money on top of money on top of money. Probably got money with his own face on it. You know, but when you need a place to hide, did you think we gonna look at Tyler Perry's house to find the daggone Duke of Sussex and his wife living there? Hell no, we ain't looking for them at Tyler Perry's house. Come on now. It- yeah.
Don't be silly. No, I wanted to piggyback on what you were saying. Right, like you said, nobody expected Harry him.
Yeah. Yes.
But the thing about Tyler Perry, and when people say he on the lookout for him, first of all, that close that whole conversation up, where he put Tyler Perry Studios. And that's
Right.
Tyler Perry Studios is in Southwest Atlanta by Greenbrier Mall. Now, for all
Hood,
y'all,
hood, 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 hood. And I couldn't use another choice of words, but I'm not. Hood.
so so cut the baloney when you say that Tyler Perry has
Hey,
acquired
Tracy.
black people. They
Right.
say,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
stupid when they say that.
That's just foolishness and fuckery at its best. Like,
Right.
we're not checking for him.
No.
We're not. Honestly, that's probably one of the last places we probably go to look is at Tyler Perry's house. Not that there's something wrong with Tyler Perry, but we just don't put Duke of Sussex with Tyler Perry. Now, if we said Duke of Sussex maybe at Oprah Winfrey's house, then that might be a possible
Yeah. Oh, you got
answer,
in California.
or even the Obama's house. That we know that's plausible.
Right.
But
Right.
at Tyler Perry's house, yeah, no, we're not checking for him.
No.
Checking for them at Tyler Perry's house.
Harry didn't hang out in the ATL. Shout out to Atlanta.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So
You
shout
know.
out to the ATL.
Ah,
But it was something else I thought about just a few minutes ago
I was
while
talking.
you was talking. Huh?
I want.
What you want to talk about?
Well, how did we cut up in Atlanta, Georgia? Atlanta's just a hot tub. Did you see the food?
Oh, did you see the girl that had the GoFundMe? Talking about she only had $400 to go and she needed 1200. Baby, where you coming from that you need $1,200 to get back home? But she raised. But when I saw that post, she actually raised like a little over $1,500.
Yeah.
But again, your plane ticket. I'm just gonna say you came from LA. Your plane ticket ain't number $400.
What is it? She take a trip?
200, probably 200 or some dollars just for a one way. So my thing was, how'd you get there? Why, if you got there by plane, why didn't you get a return flight home?
Just want
Did
to
you
get down
did you
there.
think did you think that one of the ballers was gonna pick your
Yeah.
ass up?
That's what
Did you
she thought.
think that one
That's
of
what
the
she thought.
ballers was gonna
Yeah.
pick you up and invite you back to the crib?
Yeah. That's what.
Well, you might have been going back to the crib, but you was leaving the next goddamn morning.
Yeah.
Tracy said she better wait on the stimulus child by. No, she don't even have to do that, Tracy. She already raised over $1,500.
Oh yeah, she's good. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
good.
she's good. So
Yeah.
thank you to all the suckers out there that helped this obviously this disgruntled person, because you got to be pretty fucking disgruntled to go somewhere on a one-way ticket. And again, I'm going to say it was a one-way ticket,
Yeah.
which brings me to, did you go by yourself?
Mm.
Because now I'm kind of concerned about your mental. Why are you going somewhere by yourself to a function like the NBA playoffs or whatever? Don't you know?
Yeah.
Don't you know? Don't you know there's still human trafficking out here? Like somebody could legit have grabbed you and we would have never known. Not saying we, that I personally know her, but just we in general would have never known that you was taken because you had no accountability person there with you where you was at. And if you went with some friends, what kind of fucking friends you got that's gonna sit up there and leave your ass there?
Well, that goes to show you the mentality. I think you know what, she just think that out. She just wanted to get to Atlanta because I'm popping the club scene. It was just lit. It was just where everybody was at. It was NBA All Star, like you said. I think she was hoping to follow her. Just like the girls. I don't know if you saw the girls. It was a group of girls that rented a U-Haul truck. Yes, can't make this stuff up. So all our viewers that's out there, they rented a U-Haul truck. They slept in the U-Haul truck because they could not afford the hotel prices in Atlanta. That yes, it's all over the internet. You can Google it right now. So they had a U-Haul truck. The cops pulled them over. Pulled them over on the middle of Interstate 85.
Hold on, pause. I did see that, but I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I was streaming through my my stream.
yeah,
Your news feed.
yeah.
I didn't look at it, but
Yeah.
I did see a U-Haul pulled. Child, you got
Yeah,
to be
so girls,
shit.
they couldn't get up. They couldn't afford a hotel room in Atlanta because naturally they pushed the prices up. And they all rented a U-Haul and they slept in the U-Haul for the weekend.
Sir, I got a question.
Yes.
You know what I'm about to ask too. Where they wash their ass at?
I don't know.
Where they brush their teeth at?
I don't know. I think they had their intentions, like you said, to be a baller or be someone of elite status. Going to the clubs because Club Compound, shout out to the Compound, that was through the roof. I think that's what they were hoping for. It cost $150 or something like that to get in the club. $300 if you wanted to pay the VIP pass or something crazy like that. And Meek Mills had it there. Bobby Shmurda was down there. 50 was down there. So they had a lot of stuff happening. So I think a lot of people was hoping to flash their beauty and get connected.
No, you did say flash their beauty.
The beauty and the booty at the same time. Yep. But yeah, they really do hard. Where they wash their tushy at, that remains to be known. But
If they watched it tushy.
if they did it, or what they probably could have did, this is what they were saying. They linked up with guys. Oh, they guys say that. Oh yeah, you know, to me, let's go for a minute.
That's nasty. So how do you say, "Hey, excuse me, Mr. EJ, can I go to your room and take a shower real quick?"
Yeah,
At what point would you say, you might want to go back to your own room and take a shower?
but they look good. Though. You get the brothers that but they look really well. They look great. But they are not established or prepared for the event or the trip that they're on, and they hope to meet a nice guy that will come on back and get stuff together in my room. Hell yeah, I'm not surprised.
Okay. I'll
I'm just
yeah. But
yeah.
I did see people's tires were stolen.
Oh yes, cars got broken in. They had a huge fight a couple of them, just straight wilding out, and it was unfortunate.
All during the pandemic, damn it, because
In the
we're
middle of
still in a pandemic.
still in the
Damn,
pandemic,
can't even talk. We're still in a pandemic.
still in the
So
pandemic.
all during a
All
pandemic.
during the pandemic. Yep, last weekend. And so all the people that are from Atlanta were like, but obviously there were people that were not from Atlanta. People that's from Atlanta were not. People that were born, bred, and raised in Atlanta. The real ATL is like, but the visitors from the other cities, because the other cities are now like New York, we still quiet. We're inching up a little bit, but we're still quiet. It ain't no nightlife. So let's go ahead and put that out there. There's no nightlife in New York. There's no nightlife in Los Angeles.
Ain't no nightlife in the DMV either.
There's no nightlife. Well, I'll take that back. No nightlife in the DMV. No nightlife in New York. No nightlife in Los Angeles.
But it is in Mississippi and Texas. Instead of drink responsibly, wear your mask responsibly.
Wear your mask. You go in the club, with the store,
hey, wait a minute. I be on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
And there's this TikTok that people are doing, and they're like after like they had a house party or whatever, and then they look over in the corner and it's COVID.
Yeah.
And then they take their mask and they put the mask on at this party. But
my whole thing, I've always said it, and I say this thing all the time. It is so unfortunate that this country is divided. If you're in the middle of a pandemic, how do you got the North one way, the South one way, the West Coast a whole nother way? It's so sad.
But it's always been like that.
It's always been like that.
It's always been like that.
It's always been that way. You're right. I think the thing that's so frustrating is that we're dead in our face. And you would not think that in 2021 it would be such a thing. Like it's almost like there's no pandemic in the South, and there's the pandemic in the North. The people taking the necessary precautions up here, but they ain't thinking about it down there.
Go ahead.
No. And I still say this: the pandemic went out the window when it became political. Because when the governor of Georgia called himself trying to sue, I've said this before on another show. But the governor of Georgia tried to sue the mayor of Atlanta. He lost the people. Because now
and Tracey Abrams can come to mama.
Come to mama. And even though she did, but you still lost the people down there to follow the protocol if it's a pandemic.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you heard, not to put the script, but I don't know if you heard, but they're trying to give our governor
that's what I said ooh about. That's what I said ooh about. Because I wanted you to touch on that a little bit. I don't want to get too political because I ain't trying to nobody from my job to happen to see this and go back and talk to my supervisor. She's being political there.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, there's been some charges brought up against the governor of New York, Mr. Andrew Cuomo. Said he sexually harassed women.
I didn't hear that part. I just heard he wasn't telling the truth about the numbers of COVID cases.
Well, that too.
Well, he does wear nipple rings.
I don't know.
Well, I pointed that out to you. I showed you the picture where he had the two nipple rings.
Oh, you're free. You're New Yorker. You know how we do.
But his brother is my man in my head.
Oh, so we
Yeah.
know. I can see that. I can see.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's so unfortunate that they're really, really giving him a hard time. He's really heavy in the media right now due to the charges that brought up against him, and it's unfortunate. Um, some lady said that he did something to her 21 years ago. Not five, not 10, not 15, but 21 years ago. He supposedly touched her inappropriately at the event.
Again,
21
what is what
years
is in
ago.
what is inappropriate? I mean, because I'm
You
just
know,
gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be honest. No, mind. I'm gonna keep that comment to
I
myself. Never
already
mind.
know where you're going. We here. We here.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, Tracy. You better back up off my man, girl. I will fight you. Just joking. All right. So Tracy said, "What do y'all think about the taking the vaccination?"
Woo, question.
Well, Tracy, at my job, they've been asking people to volunteer for it, and they have asked me, "Hey, Nitra, do you want to take the vaccination?" And I said, with all due respect, sir, hell no, not right now.
Okay.
I'm not trying to take the vaccination. And I understood his stance on why he asked me because, you know, I do have underlying health issues, asthma. I did catch COVID. Yes, I did. Um, my command was very worried about me. So I totally understand. And that's just me being transparent about my underlying health issues with COVID.
Right.
So I totally understand, the genuine concern and if he if they wanted to know if I wanted to take it. Again, they told me that they can't force me to take it. Um, but they want me to take it because they don't want me to catch it again. So I do understand, but I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know just yet.
I want to answer the question. I want
I
to answer the question. To answer that question on my end, I work for the hospital, so I could, go right now and take it if I wanted to, right? But just like everybody else, I'm taking my dear sweet time, with the hopes that maybe something will change where you don't have to take it.
Well, they're
However,
coming out with pills now.
okay. However, I must say this. Um, I went from hell no to consider. But the good thing about the considering part is I can kind of wait it out because I do want to travel. I do want to travel. I miss my family, but but I got time because I can't travel because I'm filming and I can't travel because I got to read about my job and I can't travel because my kid is in school right now. So I got plenty of excuses now not to travel. So, am I going to end up taking it? Yes. I'm going to be honest with you.
My daughter took it. She's in the
Yeah.
Navy. She took it. And people, let me just say this right now: the military are not forced to take it. It's volunteer with them also. My daughter actually took it just in case she has to fly back if anything was to happen at home because I have her son. So if anything happens to me or the baby, she'll be able to jump on a plane and
Yeah.
fly back home. Um,
Sam.
Sam says she's going to Martin Army Hospital. That's a Army Medical Hospital on Fort Bragg on Monday to get her first shot. Catching COVID convinced me to get it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I can see that too because I talked to Sam. And I told Sam what I did because Sam, me and Sam, we kind of one in the same. And I talked to Sam and I told her what I did, what helped me. Um, had I not done the things that I told Sam to do, I probably would have had to been hospitalized, to be honest. But because I was watching what was being done when this stuff first broke out, like when everybody was catching it, like everybody that you turned around was catching it, I was listening to what the patient said to do. And one of the things that this black guy that called it, he said, do not lay down. get up and move around. You have to move because once you lay down, because when we catch a cold or the flu or it gets real
Yeah,
bad, as even as small as children, your parents told you go lay down,
yeah,
go lay down. But that's what COVID wants you to lay down because your lungs compress. So you have to keep the lungs open, and you got to move. You know. So I told Sam what to do, and I hope it helped her. Well, obviously, maybe if she did what I told her to do, what she said she did, it helped her. But I know it helped me, because when I caught it, they didn't give me no daggone antibiotics. To treat to treat COVID. They just said, "Yeah, you're positive. Here's your letter. Stay away from people for the next 10 to 14 days." That's all they did to me. So I had to basically self-educate myself on what to do, um, to have COVID. When I had COVID or whatever. But that shit ain't fun. I'm just gonna let
yeah.
you know that right
I'm
now. That
knocking on
ain't
wood
that ain't
for,
fun.
for television, for life and other events that I had. We had to take the actual test. So thank God I came back positive. One of the things that I've always emphasized to us is that continue to stay as healthy as we can, so we don't run the risk of catching it. I am going to take the shot. Like I said, I'm just not in a rush.
Right, right.
I am going to take the shot because I do got to travel through different airports in the summer and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
but like I said, take my dear sweet time.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm just scared of. It's not. So the way it was explained to me, it's not a vaccine like we're knowing, like we know it to be, like the flu shot. The flu shot has a little bit of the flu in it. A strand of the flu in it. Or what is this, smallpox, chickenpox? It has a little bit of that virus in it. From what I was told, that it does not have the virus, coronavirus itself, in it. It has these antibodies to help your body fight it off
Yeah.
should you become infected. I ain't convinced on that, but okay, we're gonna go with that story, that scenario. I'm not convinced with that because to me, if it is a vaccination means it has the shit in it. So I'm not convinced. Now, as more and more people get it, then yes, I probably will take it. But if I can not take it and still stay healthy and everybody else got vaccinated, then I'm okay with that too. I'm okay with that too. Um, because
You know,
I don't want that mindset anymore. I
well,
don't want to.
the thing is for me, I work at a hospital here in New York City, and I do not take it. And I'm knocking on wood. I'm proud to say this. I don't want to jinx making a statement, but I've taken it. I've never taken the flu shot. I don't take the flu shot,
I don't
and
either.
I don't get sick like that. So
And
I'm,
the
I'm
last time I took the flu shot, Lord Jesus, I thought I was going to the upper room.
oh really? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't mess with that. And the nurses, and it's a conversation every year. That they say, because as hospital professionals, they want you to take the shot. I go through it every year. It's 20 years at my job, 20, and I don't take that shit. Because my
Yeah.
thing is I don't want to get sick. You know, um, I have asked a few people at the gym, and they say, when you take the second shot, that's when you're tight. My buddy, my barber, yeah, he took the shot. He said that he just needed one day. It's like he needed a day to rest because he was just so tired. And
Yeah.
he got up the next day and he kept pushing.
Yep, I heard that too, and I also know people have died from taking this vaccination. I mean, I don't know them personally, but like we've had people that actually died from taking it. Now it might have been their underlying health
Right,
issues
underline.
that they may or may not have known of, but the fact remains, I ain't trying to fast forward myself to Jesus just yet. But Tracy said her oldest brother took it, and so did her aunt and cousin. I need more time. The Tuskegee experiment and depopulation.
I totally agree.
And I thought about that too, and I thought about how how they do test series where they give people the real thing and then they give somebody else like the sugar pill to make them think that everybody took the same thing. Like I also thought about what if they give black people a certain type of vaccination and everybody else, black and brown and Latino people, to include Indians,
Yeah.
Native Americans, a certain one, and everybody else get a sugar pill. I don't know,
Well, you
um,
know,
but
I
that's
mean,
just me. That's just me and my conspiracy theories and whatnot. I don't know.
well, I have heard some positive. I have heard some positive. I know my in-laws in South Carolina, they took it, no problem. My dad, his wife took both of her shots, and she definitely has underlying health issues, but she's good.
Yeah,
Um,
everybody on
um,
my job that took it, they're
yeah,
still here.
everybody's fine.
They're
Everybody,
good. But
yeah,
I don't want to be that one person.
I want to be there.
That
Yeah,
one
I
person.
know Mr. Healthy guy. Yeah, you Mr. Healthy now.
Yeah,
But
I don't
I,
want to be that one person.
but I do want to be comfortable around my family. This summer I am tremendously looking forward to traveling to the South, going to South Carolina and especially Georgia to see my family. So, I don't know what I'm going to come encounter, especially in the New York airport. Going down to South Carolina and then from Atlanta coming back to New York and all that. So, um, we got to do what we got to do. We just say our prayers and keep it going. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing my family. I think that's been a challenge for everyone, especially in New York. And I think that's why it's painted so differently. I know Tracy and I, we had a conversation over the summer. We were saying the North versus the South. I just think it's presented differently here than it was down there. And it just, we still not on
But
the same page.
I think that's because of where the major hubs and stuff was.
Right,
Remember,
right,
remember, it was all of it technically started on the west coast of things,
right,
and then before you knew it, it was like May time frame. Then it started popping up in in New York. So I
right.
think it was depending on what
The
major hub you
hub,
was
yeah,
coming in, because you didn't hear. Oh, the Midwest has all of these
right.
coronaviruses. You didn't hear that. So
Yeah,
I think it was basically, honestly, I think had 45 closed the borders when the shit first happened, we
yeah,
would have been good. That's
yeah.
just me. I mean, and that means to include not allowing the Americans that was overseas in these countries to come home. You know, maybe they could have gave them the stimulus checks.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So they could
Mm-hmm.
take care of themselves and not let them come here. I think that might have been a good plan. But
Right.
I'm not into politics like that. I don't run a country, but I got just a little bit of common sense. That would have helped them, and that also means that, boy, I'm about to get into these stimulus checks. I think that had they closed the borders and gave those people these stimulus checks, we would have been good. We would have been able to
Yeah.
roam the countries and stuff. But speaking of stimulus checks, I'm trying to understand something. One, I will say this: I have to eat a little bit of crow when it comes to the stimulus checks, because I knew without a shadow of a doubt, I knew that when people started filing their taxes, those two stimulus checks that people got last year, the one in what, May or June of last
Yeah.
year,
Yeah.
and then the one at the end of the year, I just knew that when people filed their taxes this year, that they was gonna have to repay that money, but they didn't.
Oh, they
So
did?
you're not paying that money back. No. And if you did not get that money, you get to file and say you didn't get it so you can get it in your tax return.
Oh,
Hmm?
I done did my taxes already.
So
But
I had to eat a little bit of crow because I was like, y'all better not touch that damn stimulus check. If you get it, you better not touch it.
I think
Don't touch it.
I,
They're gonna take it
I
out of your check. It's a scheme, but they did not take it.
wow.
They didn't take it, which I'm very happy to hear that they didn't take it. For those that get,
For
those
those
that
that
got
might,
it.
yeah.
And if you are supposed to get one, you can file when you do your taxes. Say, hey, me over here, I didn't get mine. Here go Rahim with his shits. He haven't got his for 2 years. Wait a minute, your taxes or what? I know you're not talking about stimulus. You're talking about your taxes. I'm talking like I can actually hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
Rahim, you haven't gotten what for 2 years? Your taxes? Well, if you haven't got taxes returned in 2 years, then you might get the stimulus
You
as a
mentioned, yeah,
return.
I know I wasn't
Yeah.
going to get it. So, yeah, that was, I looked at my wife and
I
that.
don't think so. I don't think so. Aaliyah, Maya, Amara. You see where I'm going.
Right, right, right. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
kids. The kids
yeah,
are gonna have to pay it back.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Maybe.
I think
Maybe.
so. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be
Maybe.
surprised. I
Maybe.
would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either, but
I would
maybe.
not be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm with you, Tracy. Yeah, I'm with you
Yeah.
100%. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Raheem did say taxes. So okay, so when you filed this year, Raheem, if you still not gonna get a tax return for whatever the reason, you should be getting at least that money that you didn't get if you was owed a stimulus check, if that makes sense. But yeah, I was shocked. But yeah, Tracy, maybe. Shit, I think by the time we retire, we got to be like 100 years old anyway to retire
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get Social Security.
I'm convinced, totally convinced.
Yeah, yeah.
I was telling my wife, I said I would love to just go in my 401k, pull the money out, and put it up in plastic bricks, and put it up in the closet because I ain't, I'm trying to.
And you might have to do that to be to be
Exactly. I'm just
serious.
saying.
You
I'm
might
just
have to.
I wouldn't be surprised. I
Yeah,
would not be surprised.
you might have to. I wouldn't
It's
be
the crazy thing
surprised.
around. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, but yeah, it's so interesting to see how things are gonna go how things are gonna go going forward. Um but yeah, that vaccine shot situation, the way this world is situation, and it's enough to just make you scratch your head. Scratch your head.
Oh, I'm glad you said head. I thought you was about to say something else. I was about to say what? I
So,
was about to say what? What? Scratch your what?
that'll hurt.
What? What?
That's
What? What?
painful.
What?
That's painful. But yeah, so yeah, with the vaccine shot, I think everybody's a little on the fence. And the problem is, and this is what's frustrating with America, with this country, is that we're not on the same page. Everybody got their reservations about taking this vaccine. I totally understand. I totally understand. I totally get it. Totally
Yeah.
get it. So it's one thing if we were all on the same page, but we're not. Every state is painted differently. It's pictured differently. They handle the coronavirus differently. It's just different.
You
And
right,
it's,
Tracy. I want to go to y'all's homecoming this year. Hmm.
Tracy, let me tell you, we on hands and knees. But I want to answer. I want to answer that. They're hoping to have it because I was on a conference call with our president, Dr. James, and he said everybody get your vaccine so we can have homecoming. I think they really, really want to have it. I think they would definitely. Um, it'll be more so outside. I don't know how it will be as far as uh, inside event, but I know the outside part will be lit, hands down.
So Sam says, "Shouts out to Carver Lady Tigers and my cousin Coach Hundley in the state championship." I'm assuming she was
Yes,
talking about
yes.
basketball,
Anston,
basketball,
Anston Hundley,
basketball.
Morris Brown College,
But you,
Anston Hundley,
but you want
Anston
to,
Hundley.
but you want to know who I give a shout out to in a sad way, but I give a shout out to George Floyd's family. They got $27 million from, yeah, they was awarded $27 million. Sad that his life had to be gone for them to come into that type of money,
Yeah,
but at least his daughter would be taken care of.
for life.
Yeah, she,
Yeah,
as long as the money is used appropriately, she will be taken care of um, very well.
very well.
Very well,
Yes,
very well.
ma'am.
So shouts out to her.
Yeah, it's sad
Um,
that those things have to take place, but you know.
Huh?
It's that those kind of things take place after a person dies. But and I hope the same recognition goes for the young man in Georgia, Aubrey, and what was his name? Aubrey,
I
the
know who you're
young
talking about.
man,
I forgot the one
the
that was
young man,
jogging.
the
That
one
one
that
was
was
jogging.
jogging in South
And
Georgia.
let's not forget Breonna Taylor also.
Breonna Taylor, just the same way they recognize this guy, recognize me the same thing for everyone. So
Right.
however they put that together,
Yeah.
because
So
these
the
are definitely
Yeah, so the young guy, remember the young guy? I don't know his name, but he had locks. He was rolled up in the gym mat at
I heard
school.
about that today.
It was 8 years ago. They have reopened that case again. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Now,
I didn't even know that.
yep, they I saw again just going through social media. They had reopened that and that case, and I didn't realize it has been 8 years since that actually happened. So hopefully his family will be justice will be served correctly on that family as well. Um and I just like the fact that they're trying to hold accountability to people that create this foolishness and fuckery. Because dying because of the color of your skin or religion that you practice, or you don't like the way I chew gum, or you don't like the way that I speak because I have a list, Emmett Till. Um, that is not grounds to kill anybody
Right.
at all, and I just think it's senseless. And I think those type of murderers need a more harsh
Mhm.
punishment than just going to lose their job for a couple of months or whatever until they go to trial. It needs to be something, especially when you have people that have recorded it. Like you're legit seeing this stuff happen. Like there's no way you can say, "Oh, that wasn't me," or "I didn't apply that much force," or "I didn't do this."
Mhm.
Like there seriously needs to be some type of fast forward um um sentence, you know, because some things you don't need to waste taxpayer money on going and having a trial. Like, here's the evidence. The whole world saw that this is what you did, and you just need a fast forward ticket to the nearest jail. Now, do I say kill a person because they killed a person, like the Bible speaks, eye for an eye? No, I do not. And the only reason I say that is because it's not gonna bring your loved ones back. But I do believe in torture. So, I do believe in that. I would. Hey, if you want to torture them to death for doing something stupid, by all means, but don't give them the easy way out and kill them.
Right.
I don't think you should do that. But you can't torture them, which ironically is against the law to torture people. But I don't know what to tell you. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just. uh, I don't think life. Even Rahim said they should get life or the death penalty. I don't think that that's even worth it, because again, we're paying for them to live in these prisons.
Yeah.
We're paying for that poison to get put in their blood to kill them. We're paying for that, but torture them a little bit, waterboard them,
Get up
like
out of here.
you know, do some old Noriega, Noriega type stuff. Torture them. Do some of the Queen of the South types. Let's do some gangster shit on some of these people that do mess with kids, rape babies. I promise you, on everything I love. If the United States stop putting so many people in jail for fuckery and foolishness, if the United States tortures people like some of these other fucking countries, we would not have people in jail the way we have them. They will be reformed when they go to juvenile the first motherfucking time, and we wouldn't have all of this crazy stuff going on. I promise you. Korea, I lived in Korea. They don't carry fucking guns. They carry these big ass batons. They're gonna beat the shit out your ass. Ain't nobody walking down the street with no Glock. No, they're not doing that. But they'll cane the hell out your ass.
Yeah.
They'll do that. They, hey, you steal a piece of gum, they gonna please.
Gonna cut your head off.
But no, with a gentler, nicer, get paid for how many people we have in prison.
Right.
Type of country. Rahim laughing at me.
Right here. Tracy said, uh, snatch the tonsils out. The rest of the fire.
Exactly. I'm all for it. Don't do stuff to people, and don't and think that you're gonna just live your life out and get college degrees while you in damn prison. I'm paying for that. And that's what I'm talking about, Sam. Sam's with me on the waterboarding. Fingernails should be pulled out one by one and stuck in the stomach for 10 days.
God. But won't they die at some point if they stab you in the stomach for 10 days?
Yes, they would.
You can get them up out of here out of the first day.
But
They'll be gone after the first day.
I mean, I'm not saying just do that. Now, I will say this. On the flip side of killing somebody and don't give them, if you're messing with somebody's kids, you can't do all of this stuff to them if they kill you. You understand what I'm saying? Let me stop talking about that because I don't want nobody saying that I'm promoting violence because I am not promoting violence. I don't need them kind of problems. I'm not promoting violence by no way, point blank, period. But I just don't think that people that kill people for the color of their skin or religion or whatever, I just don't think that they should be able to just walk off their job and still get paid. Like excuse me, some shit need to be done. That is just ridiculous. That's all. Let's talk to something. Oh shit, Tracy. Really? Tracy, you violent. You violent.
Tracy from what? Kansas City? St. Louis? No, Kansas City. Yeah,
Missouri or Kansas?
Tracy, she's from Kansas. I'm scared of anybody. They got good barbecue out there.
Kansas City, Kansas, or Kansas City, Missouri?
Tracy got to answer that question. I think it's Kansas City, Missouri. I think it's Kansas City, Missouri. We'll let Tracy answer that question. Tracy like, they done took the whole show and talked about me.
Sam laughing. She thinks this shit is funny. Okay, she's from Missouri.
I've been to Kansas City, Missouri.
I've been to Kansas. I flew into Kansas City, Missouri to go to Kansas City for a function before. So
yeah,
I was in there for a hot second or two.
Yeah, I've been out there to Kansas City. Nice little barbecue spots out there. So yeah, I brought 4 or 5 Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, definitely.
Oh my God, that is crazy. Y'all some violent women. Something's wrong with y'all. Y'all need a hug. Y'all need a hug.
She's an ATL now. She's been ATL for years.
So she's corrupted. Oh, that explains a lot. That explains a lot.
She's an ATL.
She said she from the show me how to kill somebody. Yeah, I got it. Duly noted. Yes, I got it. I got it, Tracy. No problem.
Gotta love it. But yeah, but you just my thing is I hope this summer that things will get better where people
I think we will be.
I think we will too. I mean, Nietzsche, we supposed to be doing this show together, face to face.
I know.
And I was just talking to my homeboy. Big shout out to my man Sean Hazel down there in DC. I was talking to him the other night, and we were just saying, like, it's been a long time since we got out. I watch DC. I come down, I turn up down here. And
shoot, my mom and grandmother is in Atlanta, and all I can do is FaceTime them and look at them.
Yeah.
And then when I talk to my grandmother on FaceTime, she don't talk to me on like this. She be like this. I'm like, ma'am, I don't want to see the inside of your ear.
But they're going to show you how crazy the whole thing is. So hopefully, I think this summer's going to be great. I know when I go to Georgia, I'm turning up. I ain't lying. I mean, I'm not going to turn up out there like that. But I am going to turn up with my family. In other words, Travis and my mom, they already know what time it is. I just prefer the bottle of Ciroc, please. I'll put that out. Thank you. Cranberry juice or orange juice.
Speaking of Mama Donna, where is she at tonight?
He called me right before I got on, right before we got on. So she's probably watching. I'm pretty sure she's watching. She ain't said nothing yet.
She hasn't said anything. I had to watch my mouth around Mama Donna.
Child, she already used to. We had an episode about
Yes, Tracy,
back
please
door.
keep your shirt on,
Who,
Erskine.
me? Oh, I'm Tracy. I'm sorry. I've been working. I've been working. I can't get that's gonna happen. I made a promise that I won't do it
I will
inside the
say this:
airport.
Erskine look better now than he did in high school.
Yeah, yeah. Just a little, a
Sabrina, I
little.
mean no disrespect, but your husband has a body now. He did not have a body in high school.
I wasn't a fat guy in high school.
No, I didn't say he was fat.
I just was.
No, you wasn't fat. You just
I
didn't have no. You just didn't have no muscles either.
didn't have no muscles.
But you wasn't fat. I'm not
I
saying
wasn't.
that.
I wasn't skinny. I wasn't
You wasn't
skinny.
skinny. You wasn't
Yeah.
skinny. You wasn't fat. You was just there. You had no
I was,
muscles. I ain't had no ass and no hips. Still ain't got no hips, but I got some ass and titties now. But I ain't had that in high school either. That's what babies do to you.
that was right, boy. That made me get you right, boy.
I still ain't got no hips, so.
It was a good.
Sam laughing, cause Sam know I ain't had no ass, no titties.
But listen, Nietzsche, you was amazing. But you was. But I want to give you props on this.
Ooh, my stomach hurt from laughing about
You was
that.
definitely, hold up. I want to say this now. Definitely want to bad.
I didn't hear nothing you said because that lie cut completely out.
No. What? What? You both. You was in bed. You was in bed together.
Oh, I thought you said I was a man. I'm like, whoa, I was
No,
not a
no.
man.
You was an awesome flag girl.
Pop.
So you had it going on, girl. You had it going on.
Oh man, I did that routine in my kitchen one
You
day.
see,
Wait a minute.
you
And the
see
whole Batman, remember that when Batman came out, the whole Batman.
yeah.
My kids was looking at me like, the hell is wrong with you, lady?
Rahim said, this tell everybody, I'm coming with the six-pack of beer. But you know what? I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm going to tell you guys something. It is a blessing to be in shape and to finally be in position where you can show your stuff off. But I want people to understand. I want to say this very clear to our viewers. We were sitting down here in New York. We were sitting down.
I
It
was
wasn't no
too.
go out to yeah. It wasn't no go out to eat. It wasn't no let's go to the park. It wasn't no let's go out. It was none of that. And so mentally, I'm gonna be honest with you all, and I'm being serious with you. Mentally, it can take a toll on you. You're sitting in your house day in, day out. So going out to exercise in the morning was a regular routine for me, but it really increased when COVID hit because when I say everything shut down, everything shut down. So we didn't get a chance to really go out. So when you're a mental health clinician, or not even just being a mental health clinician, I just think when you're in a situation where you just can't go nowhere and you just need some kind of outlet, just to get out, get some fresh air, just to get a long time, whatever. The gym was very, very helpful. The results didn't come until one day you're standing in the mirror and you're like, "Ooh, okay, hey, like, hey." But it was really, really more so just so I could feel good. It felt good to just kind of ride out a little bit. Let your sunroof on.
Right.
So yeah. But the diet and the good eating habits that I have here in New York that will not apply when I step foot in Georgia. That will not
Oh,
apply
Jesus.
when I step foot in South Carolina. I'm going to be on my best behavior, nutrition wise, and hit the same lanes in Atlanta, Jackson, and I get to my mama's house. So then I'm turning up. So yes, he does feel great, though. It
Can
feels
you
great. I'm
can you
talking
ship
that
my
back.
mama up here? My mom and my grandmother up here.
I sure will. I sure will.
Lie.
Yeah. But
Lies.
that's what it is. I think for all of us, I think we all needed to find an outlet, and that goes to show you how different it was up here versus how it is down south. We couldn't move around.
Excuse me.
Even Nisha, like you said, you guys can't even go out. You couldn't just go to a hookah
Which is
lounge.
crazy on how the hell did I fucking catch corona? Because Nitra sit in her house, you know? Oh,
Check the barbecue right here. Where
and
you?
I moved my
Yeah.
office from upstairs to downstairs in my media room. So, I don't do nothing. I just do shit around the house, move shit around. I ain't got nothing else to do.
And that's okay. That's okay. I mean, that was always the better stuff to do, but I
Can
just
you bring me some chicken from Top Hat?
if I do good to get that chicken out of the parking lot. Cause
Oh,
that chicken's so good. I don't know if I can bring that back. I'll try. When the plane fly over DC, I'll reach out the window and throw it to you.
if you gonna throw it out the window, everybody coming out with you.
Yeah, everybody gonna come out there. They're gonna be like, and they coming for the chicken. They coming for the chicken. But yeah,
That is crazy.
it was definitely great. So I think it's gonna be an emotional summer for everybody. Especially for the people up here that's up here who were able to see their family members and friends. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. That is the highlight of my year. I'm traveling to South Carolina and Georgia like I've never been down south before. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. So yeah, I think that's the thing about the shot situation that got me a little amped up because you miss your family, and you can do all the Zoom calls in the world, but it's nothing like seeing your family face to face. It's game on. It's game on.
Exactly.
It's game on.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm telling you now, what I did, my mom, congratulations to my mom and her home. She got this nice little patio, and I just told them to have my little Ciroc, cranberry juice, pineapple juice, or orange juice. Have them all at her house. That's all I asked for. And it's some good food. And the fellas. And we party outside.
Mm.
Need you to come to. So if I can do that, go to homecoming this year, that will be my pumped up 2021. But other than that, we're gonna keep on the hustle. We're gonna keep on the grind. Keep on stacking the script.
Yeah, because I think I'm gonna do something for my birthday. I mean, it's in November, but
Yeah,
I ain't
hopefully
sitting
that's
in
what
this
I'm
damn
saying. I would
house.
love to be able to come down there. You know what I'm saying, for your birthday. Hopefully, if they get everything in order. I have a friend of mine. Shout out to my homie Lee out of Los Angeles. You know, go out there. I got my connects to get out there to Los Angeles and your birthday just to have some fun. So hopefully, if you have something in DC, I love to come down there and turn up with you in DC. Sit right there.
Come on, I got a patio. I got to go buy a patio table because
You
last
get the
summer
table.
I was gonna do it, and
We
I
can
was
do
like,
unfiltered. We can do unfiltered right there.
well, we're gonna eat some seafood,
Leg out.
crab oil.
Leg out.
Mhm,
See, we
mhm,
talking real
mhm.
big. We talking real big. So,
Yep.
what did Tracy say? Chapter 46 in May. You know what? Let me tell you, Tracy, chapter 44 for me in April. But I still think we're gonna be sitting down a little bit. We
We
still
will.
take
I think about June they're gonna open up
right. Well,
legit,
they said July. They said July.
but
You know, right?
still mask up, my people.
Yeah,
Still
we still
mask
gonna
up.
mask up. It is part of fashion now. Like literally, it's almost like wallet, mask.
Eh, so hold on. So my niece was with me earlier. My brother and my niece was with me earlier, and we was running some errands. So I had the grandbaby, my daughter, my niece, my brother, right? So we go to get out the car, and they say my niece jumps out, and then she gets back in the car. I said, "Yo, why you just get in the car?" She's like, "I don't have my mask." So my brother says, "Oh shit, I don't have my mask." And I said, it's funny how we've been doing this for a year and we still forget our masks because just last week my brother came to get me to go to lunch and I get in the car and he says, "You got your mask?" I was like, "Fuck." So I gotta go back and get the
I mean,
mask. It's like
I mean, and don't get me wrong, it can happen that you get your mask for this happening up here. It's part of your attire now. Like I have a bag full of masks, like this.
I do
Yeah,
too. I do too. And I wash
right
them like
now.
they're clothes. I wash them like they're clothes and I sanitize them
Yeah, I got special masks. I got special masks to wear around my head at the gym. I don't know for those that come to the gym. These are the kind of masks I have on. I have a 3-pack. I have a 3-pack of Brooklyn Nets, 3-pack Atlanta Hawks, 3-pack New York Knicks,
right.
Atlanta Falcons, three Morris Brown masks, a Columbia University mask, and my wife washes them every week. I have specific masks for the gym and specific masks to Big Pimp to quit to run in the snow.
Yeah.
And the other mask would be if I get on the airplane.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, and it's so funny that you go in stores and they like got masks everywhere. You can buy
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
like everywhere. I mean, you gotta have a mask. Get in the store and
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
here where I'm at. You gotta have a mask. You not
Right.
coming in there. You're not coming in there without a mask, and you're not coming in there talking about this is a free country with that
Oh
bullshit.
no, you get your head
You
knocked off.
will get escorted completely right back out.
You might
And
get beat up there.
yeah, and depending on where you get gas at, if you're pumping gas without your mask on,
Hey, I need you to
they
run that
looking at
mask
you
on.
like you crazy too.
Yeah, I need you to run that mask on.
Yeah.
I was on my way to set, and I stopped off at the gas station. I've been on the phone with you, and I was on my way to the set, and I jump out of the car real quick, and the guy before I could even get to the door, he said, no, mask. I went to my car to get it. See, the thing is, up here, it is no mask, no entry.
It's like no condom, no sex. Wrap it up. Mask it up.
It's no negotiation. It's
None.
no negotiation.
Because again, you remember when it was just HIV, they was like, oh, such and such tested positive for HIV. So now when you say I tested positive, they don't automatically assume HIV. They automatically assume COVID. So
Yeah,
you have to wear your mask, people. Yes, some masks you can't breathe. If you can't breathe in your mouth, they have these little silicone things that you can put in the mask to push the mask out a little bit so you can still breathe. Or just get another mask. Come on, people. Put your
yeah,
mask on. Put your mask on. Especially, and please keep sanitizing your hands
yeah, yeah.
when you get in and out of your car. And if the stores have hand sanitizer, please walk in and get hand sanitizer and rub it on. Because guess what? You asymptomatic people that's touching shit and you got the damn cooties, and then people like me come back and touch the shit that you don't touch, and you asymptomatic thinking, oh, there's nothing wrong with me, but you got the fucking cooties. Now I got the goddamn cooties. No, Rahim, don't say COVID is like the new AIDS. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but don't say that.
It's on it's on the line.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Well,
Tracy said she carried extra mask in her purse, and I have extra in my glove compartment, and I always carry hand sanitizer.
yeah, same here, same here. My car, I got wipes in my car. I got hand
Mine
sanitizer
do
in
too.
my car. My wife got Lysol up in there. She hand
So hold on.
sanitizer everywhere.
So there's Clorox, because Clorox bottles used to come big. They used to come like this, right? Clorox
Right.
bottles, the white bottles, and now they come like this, right?
Oh wow.
Yeah. So every time I go to Target, I'm walking down the aisle and my daughter goes like this to me, and I pick up the wipe and I throw it in the market in the cart every time I go to Target, and I go to Target quite a bit. So
Yeah.
it's only one per visit, but I go in there quite a bit. And I always picking up Clorox wipes. I have gallons of hand sanitizers. I keep in the house or whatnot. So you come in the house, spray, 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 spray,
Spray.
spray, spray. You're
Yeah.
not coming in here. Go take your COVID clothes off. I'm ultra uber hypersensitive now with catching COVID, and I've already had COVID. But
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, the cooties.
Cool.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So Tracy sprays her classroom. Tracy, where you at? They teaching? Oh, you in Atlanta? Y'all kids go to school? Like the building? Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, I guess Christian be absent every day for damn school. She ain't going.
I spent my class very good and believe no games. Oh yeah, I mean, okay, they're going to start going to school up here April the 5th.
Well, they they
They,
they try to get them to go to school on the 9th of March. So some kids, I understand they do need to go to school, like that we call them task kids here, um, in Maryland. And the task kids are those children. They might be Down syndrome.
hmm,
Those babies. So I get it. They might need to go to school in the classroom, but the good thing with them going to school in the classroom is that the other kids aren't there. So that I think that's good for them.
Right.
But Christian ain't going to school. Christian go to school at Christian go to school on Whittle Court. That's just how. She asked me the other day, maybe a couple of weeks ago, because she goes to high school next year. And she's like, "Well, am I gonna go to school next year?" Yeah, you can go to school next year, but you ain't going this year. You can go to the building next year after I see what's going on. You might homeschool. Remember how much you wanted to homeschool in the ninth grade? I mean, sixth grade, seventh grade.
Right.
You got your opportunity now. You don't want to do it, huh? But yeah, girl. Tracy saying I am teaching both virtually and face to face. Masks are mandatory in our school. I still wish they were total virtual. So let me ask you this, Tracy. Are the students sitting in the classroom with their mask on and throughout the hallway? Are they sitting 6 feet apart? Like, how is that actually work for the schools? Because my school, I mean, the schools that for the school system my daughter goes to, they was talking about them wearing them only in the hallways, but they would make the seatings 6 foot apart. And I'm like, yeah, that's not good because what if they cough? They're gonna walk around. Somebody's gonna walk around the school. I mean, the classroom. Only being masked going in the hallways, that doesn't really help. And then I got to thinking, so how you gonna get to school? Because you cannot sit 6 feet apart on the school bus. My daughter
No.
rides the school bus.
For most parents are taking their kids to school. I know for us, we're taking our kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so before they came back and said that the schools was going to be closed for this year, um, they was talking about that, you know, the mask on the hallways and all of this other stuff. And I told my daughter then, I said, well, I guess I'll be taking you to school because you're not getting on the school bus because there's no way you can sit 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's been good, school with her being on virtual school. But I don't think we have anything else to randomly talk about tonight.
Well, but it's just the beauty of uh, being able to come together every Saturday night and just have our people just tune in and just show some love. We're thankful that you guys tune in every Saturday night to check us out. This was an idea that you came up with at the beginning when this whole COVID thing took off and all these different podcasts were coming up and she reached out to me. And we're grateful for the idea, of us doing this. And we're hoping that we'll be able to expand it. The ultimate goal is to be able to come down to DC and do the podcast down there. She come to New York and we do it up here. So hoping and praying that that'll be the plan because it's nothing like having people following you and wishing you success. So you want to keep the party going. Yes. So kudos to you that didn't be that girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna close this thing on out, y'all. And thank y'all so much for tuning in. So we always drop a gem of the day. And I'm gonna let Nature come first to drop her gem of the day. And congratulations, Nature, on your candlelight thing, because I will be ordering. Let's be very clear on it. So I need that website ASAP.
Okay, so I haven't created my website yet. I'm still working on it.
Okay, just so you got
but once I launch, I will come back on here and tell everyone that I am up and running. So, but you can still follow me on Instagram at a scented thought on Instagram. Also, I am also up under that name as well on Facebook. And then you can subscribe to the newsletter, so you'll be the first to know when I actually launch my business, which is in the next coming weeks. Excuse me, coming weeks. But my gem of the day is how I started off this thing. Trademark your business, no matter how small or big you are. If you're not doing it as a hobby and you want it to be a business that you actually lucratively run, please trademark your business, because at the end of the day, if you no longer want your business, you can always sell your business to include your domain and your trademark. Okay, you look, it looks like a lot more money where the money resides. If your company is trademarked, you look a lot more legit. And I think that is grammatically incorrect what I just said, but you get what I'm saying.
Listen,
but
I
but
am saying is what it means.
right. So trademark your business. And also, my other gem of the night is wear your goddamn mask, okay? We're still in a pandemic. Even if they open the world up, still safeguard yourself and your loved ones. Again, you, some people are asymptomatic. You probably had COVID and didn't even know you had COVID. I mean, that's the reality of all of this right now. But please, please, please be considerate to others. Don't be like the, ooh, I just thought about something I wanted to talk about. Don't be like the lady that got in the Uber and got in a fight with the Uber driver and coughed on her. Now she's banned from riding Uber ever again in life. I don't ride Ubers, but I probably would have fucked her ass up
She deserves it.
had
She
it
deserves it.
been me.
She deserves it. She deserves it.
Yes.
She deserves it. Because I just flat out, and Lord have mercy, I was about to say my gym of the day, but I saw that. I saw that. Sabrina showed that to me. And
Oh
I think
my
that person, if you come to earth, I hope a refrigerator falls on your face. And if that guy would have turned around and punched you in your face, I would have gave him a $500 just because he did it. Because that's stupid
You're
what you're
choosing
doing.
violence. I see you're
I'm
choosing
sorry. I'm
violence.
sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Because
But I get
no,
it. I get it.
it's
Like,
wrong. That
why
was
would you do
wrong.
that? That's
Why
like
would you do that? I think that's
that's like somebody having HIV and they purposely know they
well,
have it and they
yeah,
purposely infect you with it.
yeah.
Why
And
would you
why?
do it? That's
Yeah, why
negative
would you do that?
energy.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I think, some people are just flat out stupid. And if you want to get beat down, just sign up for this day. I want to get beat up. And you can do it. 'Cause I thought that was absolutely the most
Man.
disrespectful thing that someone can do to someone, especially in times like this, and as sensitive as this whole COVID situation is. I think that was really disrespectful. I'm glad her punk ass ain't riding Uber again, and hopefully she'll get nothing get
Ooh,
bit by a dog.
child. That is
Yeah, that was just wrong.
crazy.
That was just
That
I
was
just
disrespectful on so
disrespectful to the
many
king.
levels. So many levels. But
So
anyway,
so I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry. We just went all the way
We
to the
just
left
went.
and went, whoa. But anyway, that is my gem of the day. Wear your mask. Don't get on Ursula's bad nerves because she likes to choose violence.
But listen, I don't think. Listen, I'm not a violent person,
You're
but
not, but when it come out, that shit is funny.
you can't spit on somebody in the middle of COVID.
Oh no, you can't spit on somebody when it ain't COVID.
And you can't spit on nobody when it's ain't COVID. But you
I
just
told you about this story about the girl that spat on my daughter in high school, and my daughter whooped her ass from one end of the cafeteria to the other, and they was like, "Oh, Miss Powell, who your daughter?" She fucked that girl up, and the girl happened to be 18 years old. And I
you know
told the
what?
principal, when we see her in public, we gonna whoop her ass again. And every time we would see her, she'd do about face and go in the opposite direction.
Well, it's
But
all
my
about
daughter whooped her ass. Everybody was like, "Oh, Miss Nitra, Ayla, ooh, we didn't know she could fight like that." Oh yeah, my daughter's a whole fucking wolf. She get it from her mama and her goddamn daddy.
yeah. It's Carver Heights, Columbus, Georgia. Oh.
We're fucking wolves. Don't test the fucking waters. Okay. All right. Sorry. Go ahead with your gym
My
of the
gym
day.
of the day. Okay, we went left. Now I'm coming back to my notes. So my gym of the day, people, is to keep good energy around you at all times. Keep good people around you at all times. Focus on your mental health. As much as you focus on the physical, you have to always focus on your mental, because your mental comes first. If you're not able to see a mental health clinician, or you need, well, if you're not able to see a mental health clinician, keep good people around you. Avoid as much negativity as possible. You know, and I know that every time you turn on the news or turn on the TV, it's negativity flying all over the place. So do your best Keep good people around you. Focus on your peace. Focus on your happiness. If anybody
Mhm.
can control your peace and happiness, it's you. So
Yeah.
always focus on that. And if you need someone to talk to, reach out to a mental health professional. No one's going to judge you. No one is going to look at you funny. You are not crazy when you're taking care of your mental health. So
Correct.
in these times right here, with what's going on in the world, a lot of questions are not being answered. There's a lot of confusion going on. You have to take care of yourself. So
Yes.
that is my gym for tonight. Exercise if you have to. Take a walk. Take a walk. Take a walk. Stay strong. Stay prayed up, and stay positive.
Yes.
Woo! And that is my gym
Woo.
for tonight.
That is your gym for the night. So, with that being said, we will see you all next week. Same bat channel. I don't think I have anything going on that would keep me from going because last week, honey. Whew. Anyway, so we will see you all next week. We love you. We appreciate you. If you have any topics you want to discuss, just hit us up. Let us know, and we'd be more than glad to either make it a random thought discussion or a whole discussion.
Yes.
Until then, we love you and good night.
Peace.